Okay, guys, so Jimmy's about to cleanse and really strip this young man. He's a freeformer. What you're seeing here is just, it's not product buildup. What it is, it's we all shed in our scalp, our skin period. And scalp is still considered skin. And certain times of the year, you find you shed a little more, you have dead cells. That's what it is, dead cells. And we also, our skin also secretes its own oils. So that mix up, and if he adds oil, if you add oil to your scalp, um, as your locks grow, this is what happens. Some people here, he has a texture here that holds on to it. So this is like old oils from the sebaceous glands. This is old, if he had dry scalp, if he had dandruff, everything in one that's mixed up here in his locks. That's why videos like this, I always turn off the comments because there will be some ignorant person thinking this young man is disgusting or he grows or he in shower. I've read that's what the past years I started, couple of years I started disabling comments because this is not a hygiene thing. This is something everybody here does. It just shows more in certain textures, and because people with locks, we don't comb our hair because locks is formed from tangle hair, and this is what happens. Okay, so Jimmy is gonna, and I can see he does have a dandruff problem, which is fine. And it could be the weather too. This time of the year, I have a lot of my regular clients who's been coming to me for years. Their dandruff is acting up, and they're like, "What's causing it?" I say, it's dry outside. It's cold and dry, right? You might find your skin a little itchy and all of that. So Jimmy's about to go strip this here of everything, and then you guys are gonna see the after. All right. First, he's detangling it, just pulling it apart. No, it's not hurting him. Like I know people thinking, "Oh, it's hurting." No, it's not. See, it's actually pretty soft. And don't be thinking, that's why I'm glad I disabled comment. Why Jimmy not using gloves? He doesn't have to. This is not STDs the young man has. It's just dandruff. All of us have something in our scalp. I swear people be acting like they're brand new. Like they don't have stuff too. Doesn't need to use gloves. This is not poop. It's just his scalp, and as his hair grew, everything that was in his scalp grew out with his locks. That's all it is. I don't even have on gloves. See? I could touch his head too. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead gently ripping. You don't try not to use scissors because we don't want to cut anything and then you accidentally cut a lock wrong. So it's better if you just gently rip it apart. Like my mother always say, I know somebody thinking, wow, I would have never touched that without gloves. Well, that's you. But my mother always said this, soap and, since in Trinidad, she used to say soap and water could wash away everything except sin. So it doesn't matter what you put on your hand or what got on your hand. You could just use soap and water, you can wash it away. It's not that serious. And Jimmy and I love what we do, so we are not grossed out. We've seen scalps or locks way worse than this. In fact, we get excited when we see this. This young man is a professional and well educated, And he's not, there's nothing in his life that's causing this. It's just something his scalp is doing. Beautiful, disrespectful here. Yeah. He said I did a video with him years ago. This is the first time I'm seeing him in like 2 years because he was busy with school and all of that. I said, why you took so long to come back? We could have cleaned his scalp up. He said he's been busy with school. So he said I did a video before. I need to go look for that video because I cannot remember that video, which is weird because usually I remember everything. What did we talk about in the video? The same thing?
About not getting lineups and everything.
Oh, you wanted those. Okay. Because, I always talk about that, right?
Yeah.
That most likely when I saw your hairline, I was like, oh, you got a full hairline, right? Yeah, that's something I would say. Like, good, don't do no lineups. Now I gotta look for that video. Okay, guys, Jimmy's gonna start. Now we put on the gloves. Jimmy's gonna start on his ear. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Jimmy washed it. It looks a lot cleaner. I didn't put on my flash on this video because you're not gonna see it as well. But if you look, you can see He cleaned it up. Look at the scalp. It's a lot better. I think he got almost 10 washes so far. Plus Jimmy had it soaking in a bath. Yeah, so he's really clean. He's still rinsing out all the soap and stuff. All right, and you guys are going to see it after I do it. It's really clean. Took a while to get this out. Also, though I say he hasn't seen us in 2 years, I didn't say he didn't wash his hair in 2 years. He has been washing his hair. He's just been washing his hair with the wrong stuff. In fact, I even asked him, what did he oil with? And I told him, don't use it again because he has a texture here that holds on to products. So he's using the wrong oil that's causing all this, could actually be causing his scalp to flake up more because he's using the wrong oil. I'm going to tell him what to use. So I didn't want you guys to think because I say we haven't seen him in 2 years that he hasn't washed his hair in 2 years. No. He's been washing his hair. He needed Jimmy's wash. Jimmy's wash and his wash is 2 different type of washes. Stay tuned for the last. Hey guys, okay, so this is another video I'm posting. This is a different brother, as you can tell. In fact, these 2 brothers' videos are being done back to back, and they saw each other back to back, right? They came on the same day. His locks were not like the first brother with the buildup from, and we found out what the buildup was. The first brother with the long locks, you guys saw Jimmy washing in the sink. His buildup was from, what did he use, Jimmy? Beeswax. Beeswax. Do not put beeswax, for the new starters, don't put beeswax in your locks. He said it was done years ago and we still can't get it out, okay? Jimmy and I figure out what we're going to do the next time. This brother is a little different. You guys have to see the picture he sent me because anytime people book, I always tell them, send me a picture of your locks so I can get an idea what what we're going to do. So there's no surprises. When he called me to book the appointment, I was like, yeah, well, the Trini and me, I didn't even know he's Jamaican, so he didn't take offense. He had a cool attitude. The Trini and me was like, yo, bro, that picture you sent me, your hair was looking mad ashy. I was like, your picture, his hair look ashy, not him. The hair. You guys are going to see the before picture. This is after Jimmy did it. It is looking a lot better. I'm going to post. You guys are going to see the before he met me, and today after Jimmy has washed it, how clean. Even he was like, damn, I didn't even know my hair was that black. Right? So at the ending of this video, I'm going to post the pictures of his hair, the picture he sent me, and the one with this, what he sees. Okay, so anyway, why is your locks ashy? You're wondering. You look at your locks. The best way to find out if your locks is ashy, putting all joke aside, take a picture in like the daylight. Go outside in the sun and try to take, not too bright if you know about overexposure, you don't want to do any flash, and look at your locks. A lot of you thinking your locks are dirty, like it's hygiene dirty. It's not hygiene dirty. It's because you've been putting product in your locks. I've said this over and over again. Our hair, especially black people here, acts like fly coils. I am not trying to be rude. I'm not calling a hair a fly coil. But when you put products, it becomes sticky. Exactly like fly coils back in old time days. You remember that when you had fly coils in your house, it didn't just catch flies. It had a lot of dust and lint. Now, of course, he doesn't have flies in his locks. That's not what I'm saying. So please listen carefully, because we here and I just saying everybody take things so personal. I'm saying it's the same concept, that when you put a lot of products, beeswax, waxes, creams, all this sticky stuff, and then you go in the dryers and they bake it into your hair, it leaves your hair sticky. You might not think it's sticky, but it is. So anything blowing in the hair, especially during the summer, if you're living in a place that kind of dusty, you're cleaning your house, whatever. That's why it's important we cover our hair when we're doing certain yard work and stuff. In the spring, when anything that blows off pollen and all of that, it is going to stick to the locks, and that's why some of you, your locks look dull and ashy. There is no color in this brother's hair. In fact, when we spoke on the phone, I told him, I said, by the time Jimmy is done washing your hair, the length you think it's at is actually 2 to 3 inches longer. When I told him the real length of his hair, he was like, no way. I was like, yes, this is the real length of hair, because he was convinced his hair was on his shoulder. I said, no, it's not, because we don't use dryers, we don't put product in here, and we stretch the hair to its real length, so it's moving. Shake it here a little bit for me, King. Look how it's moving. A lot. Of course, he's a dude. He ain't gonna shake it like a chick, because we would have shaken way way differently. But he honestly did not know his locks was this dark. He has very dark hair. Not black, but like more of a one end, which has a bit of brown in it. But this is the natural color of his locks, okay? Remember, be careful what you put in your locks, because what you put in your hair stays in your hair. Okay, some of you, especially the ladies, y'all are still treating your locks the same way you treat loose natural. So all that stuff you were putting in your locks when you had in your loose natural hair, all that product you were putting, you still bring it on into your lock journey. And that is why eventually your hair could get an odor. Now, he and the gentleman who here I did, they had good. Their hair absolutely had no odor at all. It just had buildup from products, or the ashiness, okay? But for some people, your hair can develop an odor, you can develop mold. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. Stop putting so much products in your hair. All right, so I am about to go finish his locks. That's how it looks. Nice, no trimming. He was wondering if it was too small. I say it's a perfect size. He is like me. We both have big heads. You guys can't see it, but it's a big head, right? But luckily, he has a full head of hair, so it covers the bigness, right? I know, bro. That same thing with me. We just have a lot of hair, so nobody know how big we head is. We got to keep it on the head. We can't afford to go bald. Then everybody gonna know, damn, your head big. All right, so I'm gonna do a series now, and I'm gonna post the pictures at the end of this video. All right, stay tuned, guys. Yeah, that look a lot better. It looked like it be colored your hair, actually, like you have a color. Yeah,
bright black.
Yeah, it looked that like we put a color. All right, so he has 5 different texture hairs. I just told him, some of you, yes, you have more textures, and he didn't know. He thought it was just 2. He was aware that he had at least 2 or 3. I said, nope, you got 5. So his hair is done. My focus is not making hair overly neat and getting all the boxes perfect. I only pull the hair that's supposed to be in the locks. That's why a lot of you, your locks started off this nice big size, and as time went on, it got thinner and thinner and thinner, because whether you did it or the person who doing your hair was obsessed with neatness. I just gave him a warning, because I could turn you around, King. When we got to the front, he has a soft type of baby curly hair. You guys really can't see it. It look like a little cowlick on both sides. I say, bruh, I am not gelling this down, snatching it up, because you lose this hairline. It's going to go further and further back, and then you end up with a halter back afro. All right? But we don't want that. Lean forward, like right there. There you go. See? This is what this hair looks like. Yeah, that's what we Caribbean people call dugala. You got dugala here in the front. All right? So remember, just to wrap it up, bring your head back for me, King. Thank you. How does it hair feel?
Amazing.
Amazing? Right. He was first time he ever had a man wash his hair. He say he feel a little weird. I'd say, I know. Most strong men feel a little weird about a dude washing their hair, but you're like, good Lord, that wash was something else. Right? Remember, try to avoid putting products in your locks. Avoid it. Even avoid putting it in your scalp, because all it's going to do is clog your scalp. That is why so many of you are coming to me and they're like, Yanni, why is I'm talking new clients, not my regulars. My regulars don't have this problem. Yanni, why is my scalp itching like crazy? And I'm like, what was being put on your hair or on your scalp? Oh, she used so and so and so. Yeah, all they did is cake up your scalp couldn't breathe, and you wonder why you're itching. Especially in this cold weather, and this winter has been so dry, even in Georgia, and we're in Georgia right now. It's been very dry, so you want to avoid putting a lot of stuff. Even avoid mixing a bunch of different oils. Pick one oil, and that will be enough. Don't overthink it and don't overdo it. You guys have known me for years. Like the brother I was saying, I was talking to before this king here, the one who Jimmy was watching. He said, Jan, you've been saying the same things over and over again since you started doing videos, because he was watching me for years. And he wasn't saying it like, yeah, you're repetitive. He said it in a way like, you've been telling the truth all along. I say, because it's the truth, I don't have to change it. That's how you know someone is telling the truth, right? It doesn't matter how many times they're saying the same thing over and over again. That sounds repetitive to most of you. It's still the truth. I don't have to change it, right? So stop putting stuff in your locks. If your locks look ashy, remember, take a picture out in daylight, look at the picture and be like, oh shit, she's right. You don't need to color your hair. Your hair just need a good cleanse, okay? And that's it. Did you enjoy your visit with us, Sean Dude?
Oh, yeah.
It was good. Plus, you listened to some good reggae music in here in years, right? I didn't put that music on. I didn't know that you were Jamaican. Usually, I listen to rock music. I was just feeling for reggae today. That was by that was by pure coincidence because I listen to rock music, 80s rock. All right. So, guys, stay tuned for more videos. Get me here one more shake for me, King. Woo! There we go. Yeah, them pictures you sent me, your head looked like a helmet. That damn hair wasn't going nowhere. You know, it feel better, don't I? You know, it feel a lot better. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, King. You smell it?
Yeah.
Right? That's all Jimmy. That's all Jimmy.